Hi everyone, this is Lauren,
And Haley.
and she is my best friend, and she has been going to UNCG for a full semester now, and she's just finished her first semester. Whoop whoop!
Go Spartans.
Yeah, girl, you know it. All right, so Haley, how have you been doing? How's your semester going? Or go? How did your semester go?
My semester went great.
Great.
I took 4 classes,
Okay.
which is like the least amount of classes you could do to be considered full time.
All right.
I
What
took
were
two
the
cla-
classes you took?
I took 2 classes in person, which was a communication class called Relational Communications,
Mm-hmm.
SPA 101, which is like just the abbreviation for Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
And then the 2 classes I took online was Personal Health and U.S. History in the 20th century.
Oh, cool. Okay. So, which were your favorites and down to your least favorite? Rate your classes.
I would say my most favorite one was the relational communication class because the professor was fun. He wasn't just
Mm-hmm.
like a straight just lecture professor. He actually shared like stories that was related to what we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Every so often he would treat the students like with coffee or something. It was pretty cool.
Oh, that's so sweet. I love that.
Yeah, yeah, he's pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh, I would say the least favorite would probably be like the history class, mainly
Mm-hmm.
because I thought the professor asked for like too much. So, like for instance, he would
Right.
ask for papers. He would ask write 3 pages to 6 pages, for example. If you did half of a third page, he would basically give you like a C or some sort for not having a full third page.
Okay. Well, that's super dumb. I think that's pretty dumb. And so,
I
where
think it is
does
too.
where does Spanish and personal health come into all this?
I would say the personal health one would be like I guess like in third because it was an interesting class and there were some
Mm-hmm.
things that I learned about I guess like our own health. Like health doesn't have like a right or wrong definition. We had like our own opinions of what we thought it meant.
Mm-hmm.
And Spanish, it would go like in the number 2 spot because learning a foreign language it's fun, but it's also difficult too when you're using like a script reader and such.
Right.
But I did pretty well in that class, so I'm happy with that.
Great. And you had a Spanish speaking roommate, correct?
Yes, I did.
That had to help a lot.
Oh, she was like my side tutor. I even told her that. I was like, can I use you? Can I use you as my side tutor? She just started laughing. She's like, yeah, you can. I was like, great, thanks.
Well, thank you so much for telling me about your classes. Next step. Let's see here. All right, Haley. So, what after school activities did you partake in? What did you do? Did you go into any crazy wild parties?
I swear, that's like the first thing someone would automatically think. Like, you're in college now, so you get to go to a bunch of parties. No,
No. Mm-mm.
yeah, no. Ironically, that's not me. No. Um, so based on the classes that I had in person, usually I would go to like the cafeteria afterwards if I was able to get food and just do like assignments and have my own little schedule like when to do work and stuff.
Right.
And we have a piano in the dorm that I'm in, which is pretty cool, and I utilize that quite often.
Mm. Well, that's pretty cool. So, how was your roommate? Did you love her? What did you think of her?
she's like she's pretty freaking cool. I love her.
Oh, great. I'm glad you got a good roommate because some roommates suck and some roommates are really good and then some roommates are meh. So, I'm glad you got a really good one. Um,
Yeah, my roommate actually. So how it worked was there's like this thing called Artemis. It's
uh-huh.
like the portal for like the housing assignments and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I first had a roommate. It was someone totally different. And I
Mm-hmm.
was emailing them and like try to ask them like, could you like give me like a little recording of you saying your name so I don't say it wrong because voiceover was saying this person's name completely wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time I asked that's when she said, "I'm so sorry. A friend of mine actually found me on the on this like little page where if you notice someone like, ooh, I know them, they're my friend, I want them to be my roommate, you could do that. One of her friends did that, so that kind of sucked. So I was like, please hope I get a roommate. Please hope I get a roommate. So I constantly kept checking the housing assignment, and a name finally popped up. I'm like, oh, yes! So they gave like the permanent email address, which is the UNCG emails, of course. So I email her within like, I think it was like in June or so. And a few weeks later, roughly like 2 or 3 weeks, that's when she, I guess, first opens her email for the first time, and she's like, oh! And she apologized for responding so late, and she just started checking this, and I told her that I was completely blind in the email, and I think at first she thought I was being, like, I was joking, I was being sarcastic, because who would be a person to show up, randomly say, hey, I'm blind, so, which is fair. She was talking to her brother about, she was learning so much about the deaf and hearing impaired community, so she said it'd be cool for her to have a blind or visually impaired roommate so she could learn about the blind community, and voila.
Oh, that's so dope! That's so cool. I'm glad that happened for you. Okay.
It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
Of course. Of course. So, obviously you have family and friends in North Carolina, and so I suppose that's why you picked North Carolina rather than Massachusetts.
Well, I lived in North Carolina for the first 18 years of my lifetime, and I wanted to go back, so.
Yeah, North Carolina is one of the greatest states in the world. So, if you've lived here for, forever, you just don't want to pack up and move away from everything you already know and, the friends and the family that you have here. So, I'm glad you're back, girl. Well, you're not back right now, but I'm glad you're here most of the time.
No, I'm normally there. I'm in Massachusetts for, like, the holidays and stuff.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so is there any bonus things you want to talk about, or, content that might be interesting to my audience, or whatever have you?
Well, like YouTube is awesome. I do have a channel myself. It's called Talented HV, the word
linked
talented.
Below.
And my initials. Initials, that's a new word. No.
Her initials.
Talented, my initials, HV. There we go. And if you're wondering how I got the name, there's a video called How I Got the Name Talented HV, because I was asked that a dozen amount of times. And my main content, I do covers, song covers that is, from the mid-90s up till today. And I recently got the communications. Why do I keep saying that? The communities tab, sorry.
I got the communities tab too!
Yeah, I got the communities tab, and I basically did like an introduction post, and then the second one, I said like, it's that time of the month again, please give me like, you can either do like artist requests or song titles or anything. And I did a cover that was posted at midnight Eastern time on Christmas morning, because it was a Christmas song, so...
Cool. Well, I will definitely link her channel below in a couple of videos, and as well in the pinned comment. If she comments on my video, I'll pin her comment so it's easy to find. Thank you so much, Haley, for being on my channel and being interviewed today. Is there anything else you want to tell us about college, being blind in college, the Disability Services Office, how your disability services went, your computer usage? Okay, you say initials and I say uses, so it's okay.
The uses initials. No,
sounds like a science word or something.
A science word of a formula that was not developed yet or determined, I guess.
For real.
Oh man. So regarding college, going from community college, basically going to classes, going home basically every day.
Right.
Going from that to being on campus, living in the dorm and all that, it's pretty cool. It took me a while to figure out how to get from like the front door of my dorm to my room, but there was like this like little little curve or dents in the wall that would turn right to my hallway. Versus the other hallway, when you turn left, it doesn't have it. So I thought that was cool. So I'm like, this is how I know I'm on my hallway. And of course, I remember my room number. It's next door to the laundry room, and next to the laundry room is the women's restroom. So that's pretty convenient.
Yeah, that's definitely really convenient and easy
Oh yeah,
to navigate. So you had a good
definitely.
experience overall, I suppose, yeah?
So far, so good. People are very nice.
Mm-hmm.
People are they're willing to help because the first few weeks to one of the buildings I went to, I got lost probably almost every time. So someone
Oh
would say
no!
like, someone would be like, do you like would you like some help? And I'm like, if it's not too much trouble, could you help me get to? And the building's called the Bryan School of Business. That's where my Spanish class was.
Mm-hmm.
Why? I don't know. And it's going to be there next semester too, so it's kind of useful.
Awesome.
So and you have to like cross like a street or two to get there. So I'm like, oh boy. And as Lauren knows, back at school, crossing streets was not my forte,
Nope,
and
but
it's still
familiar,
not, and it's still not. So it's
right?
nothing new.
But
It's nothing new.
familiarities are really good. So, like, if you have the same class at the same, spot in 2 semesters, like Spanish 1, Spanish 2, English 1, 11, English 1, 12, blah, 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 took that all in, community college, for the Englishes at least. So, like, if you have the classes that are in the same spot, that are, what is that word? Aggressional. I don't know. I can't remember the word. That
I don't
progress
know.
like from the Spanish 1 to Spanish 4 or whatever. It's really easy if they're in the same spot. Next thing.
Yeah, it's just the different classroom numbers. It's like the same building, same floor, just different classroom numbers. So that shouldn't be hard to find.
Right.
And I want to tell everybody, like I tell everyone on in my videos, on my streams, remember, everyone has a talent. Any type of skill is a talent. So if you say you don't have a talent, you're not good at something, that is totally false.
That is totally incorrect. Everyone is good at something. Just find the something that you're good at, and then just craft your craft. If it's not something you very much enjoy, you'll enjoy it. You'll keep getting better at it, and you'll enjoy it more and more as you go along. Thank you so much, Haley, for being on my channel.
Thank
And
you.
guys, you guys have a wonderful day. Make sure to check out Haley's channel, and I'll link some of her videos and her social media below if she wants me to do that. So yeah, thank you so much, guys, and have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.